Hey guys, welcome to another MakuluLinux video. So now that we have released Lindows, and by the way, you should really go and grab yourself a copy of Lindows and check it out. Awesome, awesome release. Our sites now move on to the new up and coming Flash. So I've booted up here. This is just booted in, and as you can see, wow, just look at this. Just take this in for a second. Just look at what you're seeing here. So at boot up, it's running on 586 megs of RAM. I mean, it's really low for what you're getting. If you have a look here, you'll see you've got a conky clock on the desktop. Beautiful wallpaper, desktop icons. Look at this panel. Now remember, this is XFCE, so out of the bat, you're already thinking, wow, this is stunning. The previous guys that used, or the previous generation of guys that used Flash, will feel quite comfortable with this because it's a lot like the old build with some new, some old stuff. But out of the box, stunning. Just look at this. Okay, so let's quickly just run through what's been done. Well, I'm not really going to talk about what still has to be done, but I will show where we're at and what has been done. So let's quickly take a look at Flash. So as you can see, obviously the desktop, some icons on the desktop, conky clock, wallpaper. You can see some icons in the bottom left and right. You see a menu there and a menu there. So it's got dual menus, two menus. The menu on the left is the traditional menu. As you can see, it's pretty much the same the same menu that we've used in the previous Flash build, the whisker menu. So it's a little bit tweaked, but it's the whisker menu. You'll also notice that with this Flash, there's plenty of transparency. You see there's transparency on the menu, transparency on the panel. If I open up something like a terminal window, then you see some transparency on the background there. So there's lots of transparency. It just gives it that nice sort of almost modern feel. The themes are beautiful. This is a beautiful desktop, very beautiful desktop. For XFCE, it really doesn't feel old. It's very beautiful, easy on the eyes. So, so you got the menu on the left, and then if we switch over, you've got the menu on the right. Now, previously we used the Synapse menu here, so when you opened, you had that quick search menu. However, this time we opted to go with a full screen menu. So as you can see here, you've got a full screen menu. You can just scroll with your mouse wheel. It's got a search button on the top there. So you've got a full screen menu. So you've got the traditional menu on the left, and you have a full screen menu on the right, which is nice, big icons, very, very awesome. It also has a transparency layer, so you can actually see the background through the menu. Very, very cool. So dual menus, nice transparent panel, got some beautiful icons here, got some nice icon sets. In fact, if we run through something like the theme manager, we've got like a nice little pop-up theme manager that lets you change your window borders as well as your theme color. So if we, for example, let's go with the adapter theme, you'll see there that it changed to blue, those little blue. And if you choose the one with the border, it will choose the blue border. So you can kind of just change your theme to, we've got a couple pre-programmed here, but you can kind of change your theme to whatever you want. And then, of course, you can change the color as well, the color scheme of your theme. So, for example, if we go bright yellow, you'll notice that the icons here have changed, the icon colors have changed. That's more yellow. And, of course, your highlights are yellow. Just everything's yellow. Everything you highlight is also like a sunshine yellow. Milky Makulu is the default, obviously. That's the one that you saw earlier. But you've got a couple of preset themes that you can just click, and it would change the GTK theme, it would change the icon theme, and so forth, so forth, so forth. If you actually go to system settings and you go to appearance, you'll see here there's a whole list of, just give it a second, there we go. There's a whole list of themes here that you can choose from. Many, 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 many different colors and variations, and dark and light, and pretty much everything. There's a lot there. Icon sets as well. You've got quite a lot of icon sets there. Whole variety of colors. Anyway, so out of the box, it's stunning. It's really stunning. We kept the same software selection that we've got in Lindows. So anybody running Lindows will instantly notice that we get the same software selection. We're very happy with the software selection. It will probably be in all of our distros this year. That way, all three of our distros, Flash, Core, and Windows, they probably all share this similar software. Um, this is a very nice selection. We really can't improve on this, I don't think. We've had no complaints about it, so I think we're just going to keep using the same software selection out of the box. So the software that you see in Windows will probably be in Flash as well. So yeah, out of the box, everything running really nice. It looks nice. So let's get into a little bit more detail of some things that you might not know about Flash or that has changed. Previously, we had the wallpaper change over here, so you had to select wallpaper, but now we have it in the right-click menu, so you can simply select wallpaper, change wallpaper there. Some stunning wallpapers coming your way, some old, some new. And of course the clock, you can change the desktop clock now simply by right clicking and choose desktop clock, and you can choose either the black clock or the white clock, of course, depending on your background. So that's nice. And then of course something that everybody's probably been waiting for is the 3D effects. When we first brought out our Flash build, one of the nice things about Flash was the fact that it looked very kind of okay, but maybe a little too traditional, maybe a little too plain. However, when you wanted, you could just turn on the 3D effects, and then suddenly your desktop's transformed. And we added this ability to the new Flash as well. So this is actually, I haven't even sent this out to the testers yet, so I'm still working on it, still ironing out a couple of kinks. But when it does go to them, it will be with this 3D with Compass turned on, Compass Emerald. Now, something to note, if I go to Settings Manager, you'll see here that you've got your Window Manager, you've got your Theme Manager, you've got Window Manager Tweaks, and so forth. Now, remember, Windows Manager is your borders, and Windows Manager Tweaks is your actual compass, your composite manager. Uh, everything that you can turn on and off of your window managers, literally in there. Workspaces get managed, how many workspaces you want, and so forth. So all of that is in your settings manager, and these link to the default XFCE settings editors and so forth. But if you turn on 3D here, so with just one click, remember now, all we did was right click and choose 3D on off. So if you say yes, okay, the moment you say yes, it will literally transform your desktop. 3D is now officially turned on. Now, before we get into 3D, let's just open here, go back to Settings Manager, and you will notice now, well, number one, firstly, you'll notice that wobbly Windows is working, and remember, I'm inside a virtual machine. But you'll also notice your Window Manager is gone, and your Windows Manager Tweaks is gone. Instead, we've now got the Compass Windows Manager settings, and we've got the Emerald Theme Manager. Emerald Theme Manager is your borders, Windows borders, and the Compass Windows Settings Manager is the 3D Manager. So it's literally integrated into the system where it changes out icons when 3D is turned on and off. Now the 3D, obviously, for the guys that know, Compass, you know what Compass and Emerald's all about. But the guys that don't know, it basically allows you to add a lot more transparency to the system. As you can see here now, panels transparent, your borders are transparent, menu is transparent. Everything just looks very sleek and modern. You get the ability to make, some really cool animation effects like bouncy windows. You literally have a 4 desktop cube that you can use, so you can sort of just drag the windows through the desktop, uh, or you can hold down Control and Alt, push the down button. Sorry, hold down Control and Alt, and you can just drag the cube to whichever desktop you want, or you can hold down the Control and Alt button, push down, and then just flip left, right through the different desktops. Look at that! It's just got all the special effects. You've got this mirror effect going on. It's really nice. So there's some nice 3D effects that come with Flash out of the box. And remember, I'm running inside a virtual machine. And it runs so smooth. Flash is really fast, very snappy, very, very snappy. So out of the box, Flash is already working. This looks stunning. So yeah, if you the traditional type of guy, you don't like flashy stuff, just simply don't turn it on. Just leave it off. And now you'll just have your standard flash looking very nice and plain, just the way you like it. Traditional menu on the left, full screen menu on the right. Things just work. They just always work in flash. That's why and it's fast. It's fast. But if you do like 3D stuff, you can just turn 3D on with just a click or two, and there we go. And now you've got this. Wow, just look at this. So yeah, Flash coming your way soon. I'll get more into the details and the finer things as the days go on. We're still in testing and development. So yeah, but it's already working out of the box. As you can see, Flash is coming. So yeah, that's it. I'm just wrapping up my video. I just wanted to let you guys know that we are active. MakuluLinux has 10 releases scheduled this year. Not one, not two, not three, but 10. We've just released Windows. You see, Flash is already on its way. It's also running kernel 5.3, which is the current kernel we use on our base that we're using to build all of our distros. So kernel 5.3, it also runs on the Ubuntu Bionic repos. So it will be Ubuntu based, and which means it supports PPAs and so forth. It is really, really going to be awesome. So I also want to give a shout out to the guys that did donate to our project after the release of Windows. Thank you very much. We received a couple of donations, very much appreciated. Um, and I would like to point out that we do welcome any donations. I'm trying to get the project funded a little bit, man. We've been without funding for such a long time, and I know part of it's probably because we haven't released in such a long time, and so obviously, you don't get much funding. But for the last year or so, I've been literally paying the project out of my pocket. So it is nice to get some cash in. However, I want to keep that momentum going. So if you guys want to donate, then please do so. I'm trying to just build a little bit of cash flow for the project so I don't have to, worry about paying it up front for the next year kind of thing. Just leave the money there and let everything pay itself. Repo servers, websites, everything, VPS servers, and anyway, so we do appreciate all donations that come in. It is much appreciated, and we will continue the hard work. Yeah, keep a lookout for Flash. It should probably be released in the next month. We released I want to try and do at least one release a month if I can. I can't promise that I will always be on schedule. It always really just depends how quickly the testers can test. They also do it in their free time, and how quickly we can fix all the issues and bugs. Flash is looking really good at the moment, and it is on par to be released in March. So we released February, released Windows. March is well, at least the proposed date that we'd love to release Flash by. So keep a lookout. You'll get more videos in the upcoming days, about Flash. But look at this, man. Just look how beautiful this is. How beautiful. So quick and fast and snappy and uses so little RAM. Even with 3D running, it still uses less than 700 megs of RAM inside VirtualBox. VirtualBox is quite RAM intensive. I don't know why. I always see the reviewers reviewing in VirtualBox, and then they always complain about, oh, this OS uses so much RAM. Yeah, I don't know. VirtualBox just has a way of, I suppose it's because you simulate a 3D processor, it puts more strain on the CPU, and also, I don't know, I'm not sure why it pulls more RAM, but it just does. Anyway, um, yeah, that's Flash 2020. All of our releases, because it's 2020, we're going to be codenaming them 2020. So it's Windows 2020, Flash 2020, Core 2020, and the rest will keep a surprise for now. Those three are coming. There's 7 more. I'm not really going to talk about them at this stage, but there's 7 more coming after Core. So it's Windows, Flash, Core, and then 7 more. So how does that go? That rhymes. Windows, Flash, Core, and 7 more. Kind of sounds funny. Anyway, that's my video for today. So yeah, thank you guys for all the support. Keep it coming, please, and keep a lookout for Flash. This is gonna be awesome, a really awesome year for the project. We've worked so hard over the last year to bring all of this to you, and yeah, we're going to make some waves this year. I'm very excited. I want to keep the momentum going, so you guys keep the support up, we'll keep the hard work up, and keep looking out for new videos. I'll catch you guys soon. Cheers.